Hey guys, I'm recording this over because the first one I just sort of lost my way and spiraled into a million different things. That tends to be the difficulty with me trying to be off the cuff. This last week politically has been way more painful for me than I expected. This is going to be a little awkward, by the way, because I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to say it and go. The last week has been politically painful for me. It has been made apparent to me why I, as an individual, need things to change. And at the same time, the most leftist, change-focused candidate seems to have had the door slammed in his face. And we can talk about whether or not there's all sorts of great conversations to have about whether or not that's legitimate. That's not why I'm here. I'm humoring the ideas right now of, okay, well, what if? Okay, what if I concede? He's out of the picture. But for me, that also means, what if I concede and accept that my vote doesn't matter because I don't have as much money? And yeah, it does feel that way. You can't just say, when nothing's happening, that your country is an oligarchy and then not consider the fucking influence of oligarchy on your elections. And so the thing that I've come back to, especially because of what happened in Orlando last night and the shooting, is that we have to do the work ourselves as citizens, as people. Since Sandy Hook, which was, 4 years ago, I have seen this cycle again and again and again of there's a shooting, people get angry, they want to see change, they say, oh, the government needs to fix it, and then nothing happens. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird how the fucking National Rifle Association puts tons of money into the government and then none of the gun laws ever change? And the reality is I don't think that it is that simple an issue, but the reality is that we can't even talk about it because it is so controversial to talk about guns. So what, we just have to keep letting people die because the fucking government doesn't want to take a stance and offend anybody, especially the people that pay them? What the fuck? And so, the thing that I am left with is we have to stop turning to elections and the government and the state and being like, fix it, it's broken, because they keep saying, no, I can't, I'm not going to. What's that, you pay my bills? Like, I give a shit. What you've paid me in a lifetime. That guy from the NRA paid me in a week, so you can suck it. And yet we keep fucking doing it. We're just stuck in this cycle again and again where we expect somebody to fucking do it for us. That time is over. I'm sure there was a point in time where we had a representative government. I'm sure it was great. I'm sure that fucking we all got free chocolate bars and fucking, had the best beaches in town. But that time is over. Okay? We gotta start doing this shit ourselves. So, what do? I go to my Facebook, I make an elusive public post, and I say, hey, here's the thing I'm thinking. Here's the thing that represents what matters to me, and what matters to me is war, and making war stop. And, that seems really fucking idealist, and, okay, look, here's the thing, right? In an individual level, right? If a guy goes to kill you, and you kill him first, we understand that that's self-defense, right? And that it's not murder. And so, when somebody says they're anti-murder, right, nobody goes, well, what about self-defense? Like, there's this understanding that you don't go around fucking killing people, right? And that if somebody tries to kill you, you can kill them. But then when it comes to the state, right, we're the aggressors. Let's stop pretending that we're not, please. Like, and let's stop trying to correct this idea that, like, our military is not about killing people. Like, whether you're pencil pushing or dropping bombs or bringing cargo or whatever, you are aiding in the process, unless, for the most part, like the reserves and the Coast Guard, it's more of a defense line. It's not quite what I'm talking about. Doesn't quite see the same funding, right, as the, fucking big penis. Let me try that joke again. As the big fucking penis overcompensators of missiles and drones and all that shit, all that fucking money, like, it's about killing people, one way or another. And if it's not about killing people, it's about taking things from them, their land, their resources, their stuff. This isn't radical, you guys. Like, I'm sorry, the military is not known for going around giving people fucking hot chocolate and hugs. Like, so... And this doesn't mean that I'm anti-soldier, right? I feel like I'm kind of getting ahead of... I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I am. I'm sorry. Jumping around. I made a call to action to get people to at least think about and talk about what sort of direct action they can be taking in order to sort of do something with this energy of disenfranchisement. And instead, I got a bunch of people, publicly and privately, telling me that I don't love soldiers, or that I am not being, understanding enough of what makes a person do that, or whatever. Okay. Meanwhile, fucking recruiters come into high schools where people are 14 and say, hey, you know what? If you sign this and are willing to shoot some people, we'll pay for college. Even though you are about 10 years away from being able to fully comprehend what that decision actually fucking means. We'll get you an ROTC right now. You'll start as a fucking general. And then I have to hear that doesn't matter because, none of the soldiers take them seriously. Anyway, that's the point. Yeah. I got a lot about how I should be nice to military people. This is the thing, right? People take my disinterest in war as a hatred of soldiers, which I think is basically the equivalent of shoving your fingers in your ears and going, la 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 la. I am against the fact that so much money is spent on weapons and death, and that so little money is put towards taking care of those people when they come home. And I'm against this sort of constant idea that wars happen so that I can be free, when meanwhile we haven't done any sort of war that hasn't involved killing innocent people for something that has nothing to do with us for a very long time, right? Come on, fucking 9/11 was not done by Afghanistan. Or wait, do I have that wrong? Oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm not even gonna edit this, so I'm gonna look stupid. Fuck it, I'm a girl, you think I'm stupid anyway. I'm not gonna let it go. It was Afghanistan, but we went to Iraq instead. Why? And then nobody cared because all those fucking Middle Eastern countries are the same anyway. They're all fucking terrorists. The thing is that I could break this apart forever. I don't want to. It's not the point. The point is, we are at this point in American history where we are so reliant on the state to do the work that needs to be done. And that state is a deadbeat motherfucking father. It's not doing any of that shit. It's not doing anything about gun reform. It's not doing anything about welfare reform. It's not doing anything about health and social security and all these things because fucking Donald Trump and similarly rich people don't give a shit about those things. And we've gotten to this point that even though there's research that says, hey, we're an oligarchy, and even though there's some really blatant stuff that's this is the shit that's happening, once you say them out loud, as an individual talking to other individuals, you're a psycho-conspiracy theory loony. And meanwhile, all I'm trying to say, right, and I'm just going to say it really clear, right here, right, vote. Voting's great. Go ahead and vote. Totally hunky-dory. But you can't stop there. And making Facebook statuses and reposting memes and going on Twitter and being aware That's also great, and you can't stop there either. At some point, you have to try to reach an audience, or you have to fucking do something. You need to do something. You personally, you need to do something to change what is happening. And so do I. Okay? So why am I taking on this tone when I'm somebody that just graduated college a month ago and barely has a real job? Because over the last 8 years of my life, I have done this shit. I will do this shit, and I will continue to do the shit. I will continue to do the work. Okay? But it can't just be me. It can't just be me for every 50 people that are really fucking good at Facebook. It's not hard to be good at Facebook. Okay? And I understand if, you can't get up and march. And I understand if, maybe doing some stuff that's a little confrontational isn't really, like, something that you're capable of doing. Okay? But you need to sit with yourself in a quiet room, and you need to ask yourself, what is the thing? If there is one thing, I think that all of this is the crux of, what is it, how do I fix it? And then you need to fucking do it. Seriously. And you need to stop saying, if I elect the right person, we get the change we can really, actually, truly fucking believe in this time. We can fucking, get the fucking Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton combo. We'll actually, be a better society. They're not going to do it for us. That time's over. We have to do it ourselves. Okay? And then when somebody says, hey, here's what I'm going to do, what are you going to do? You don't get to just criticize their plan of attack and then not do one yourself. Okay, one solitary jump cut. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for listening to my opinion, giving it a chance. And I want to apologize for a lot of, the you, when, really, if we all... The point of saying you is that everybody needs to listen to that, and if we're... At this point, I don't care. If I start an organization that's like, hey, I'm going to do anti-recruitment and try to talk to kids about why they shouldn't join the military, and then somebody else does a thing that's like, oh, I'm going to actually make it easier to recruit people into the military because I genuinely think that's the solution, cool. At least you're doing something. And who knows, maybe the fact that we're both out there, we're both doing stuff, we'll find that what we actually want is closer than we realize, and so we go from going like this to going like this. And that'd be great. Okay? Again, thank you for watching. This is totally not the norm for this channel, so I'm really excited for, next week, when, first off, I upload on time, my bad, and second off, it's more my tone, more silly and stuff. I'm doing a lot of art, so expect some more, speed draws and convos on those and that sort of thing. Also, this is a bit of an early heads up, but keep a heads up for me doing Twitch Creative. I expect to start doing that before the summer's out. I just have to get the stuff that's important to do that sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you give my more fun videos a chance, and I'll see you next week.